Welcome to Spoonful of Love, and today we're going to talk about what to do with your leftover turkey, because we're all probably going to have some of that. I did cook a turkey a couple of days ago, and we're going to make a hot turkey salad. This is about 3 cups of turkey. I've used both dark and light. I've also chopped up a 1/2 cup of celery and a 1/2 cup of onion, and I cooked it on the stove just a short time. I don't want to take the crunch away because I like that in the salad, so we're going to add that in there. I drained the water off. So we've got turkey, we've got onion and celery, about a 1/2 cup of cheese, grated mild cheddar, and then this is low fat. Probably need that after the holidays, right? Low fat mayonnaise. That's about 2 tablespoons. We're just going to have enough salad dressing in there, enough mayo, to kind of hold it together. This is a great casserole to have. You can pop it all together whenever you get home from work and put it in the oven, and you can have a nice hot meal for your family. Okay, so we've got everything blended here. I've prepared a 9x13 with a little cooking spray. Just going to dump this in here like this. You never know when you have family and friends in how much turkey they're going to eat, and so this is a great way to use up some of those leftovers. Okay, just kind of spread this out a little bit in this pan. If you want your casserole a little thicker, you can use a smaller pan, but this will cook in about 25 minutes since everything is cooked at 350, and it'll be ready to eat. I have some leftover potato chips. These are Tostitos and some sour cream and onion, and I've just crushed them up in the bag. I'm going to put them on the top, like that, spread them out a little bit. And there is an easy casserole for your family with leftover turkey.
Wabash Communications would like to wish you a picture-perfect Thanksgiving. May the smiles be even more abundant than the meal. Happy Thanksgiving from Wabash Communications. What matters most are the people around the table, and we hope you enjoy a fun-filled feast with family and friends. Be sure to take lots of photos of those smiling faces to share on social media. Wabash Communications understands how much you rely on technology to stay connected with others. Thank you for choosing us as your communications provider.
We're still talking about what to do with your leftover turkey. This is what I call a turkey broccoli wreath. Got about a cup of chopped up turkey. Again, the white and the dark. I have steamed about a cup of fresh broccoli. I like to use the fresh instead of the frozen because the color, isn't that pretty? Look how pretty that is. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of cheese. And that's about a 1/2 cup probably. I've got a teaspoon of minced garlic. Sometimes that's easier to just buy it in the little jar already prepared because sometimes I don't use it quick enough. I'm going to put about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to put just a squirt of mustard in here. Just kind of like that. Just kind of like that right there. And a couple of tablespoons of our low-fat mayo again. Just kind of as a binder. Blend this all together. The mustard just gives it just a little bit of a bite. That's about 2 tablespoons. It looks a little dry, but by the time it melts down, the cheese melts down and it all marries on the board, it'll be good. Okay, for our crust, we're going to use my Pampered Chef pizza pan. And no, this is not dirty, it's just well seasoned. And this is just a can of crescent rolls that you find in the refrigerated section of your refrigerator or your grocery. Okay, I'm going to find the end here. And we're going to divide these little triangles like this. We're going to overlap them in the center. Have the little point facing out like that. We're going to do all of them like that. We're going to make a little place for our broccoli and turkey right here in the middle. I do not spray my pizza stone. It's recommended that you don't do that because of the material that's in the stone. Okay, we got a couple more. Just kind of overlap it and kind of push it down like that. Another great run home after work, feed the starving kids and the husband type recipe. Okay, got that just like that. I'm going to put this on here. So this is turkey, steamed broccoli, a little bit of mustard, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, a little bit of cheese, and some low-fat mayo. And I'm going to kind of make a little pile right here like this. Now don't worry if it gets over on the pizza pan, that's not going to matter. See how I'm kind of piling that up there a little bit? We'll even it out after I see how much I've got left. This is also an excellent recipe with ham. You can get some deli ham, or if you have leftover ham from a dinner. And it's also very good with chicken. But today we're using our leftover turkey. Okay. We just about got it all here. Now we're going to bake this in the same oven at the same time, the same temperature as our little casserole. 350 for about 25 minutes or until it gets brown. Okay, I think we've got about all of it on there that's going to stay put. And then to hold this together, you just fold this little end, this little pointed end, just fold that up like that. Isn't that fun? And people love it because not only does it taste good, but it looks good. And as you've heard me say, you eat with your eyes first. Okay. Got that. Now I've got a egg white here in this little bowl. I'm going to use my little brush. And I'm going to brush this egg white on this crust. Make it really pretty and brown, kind of puff up. You can also put some shaved almonds on here, or sesame seeds would be pretty. Okay, so there we go. There is our turkey broccoli wreath. I'm going to put it in the oven for 25 minutes at 350. Stay tuned, come back, because I've got another tip on what to use your leftover turkey for. And also we're going to talk about what national day it is. So, come back.
Kick up your internet speed now with Wabash Communications. We offer the fastest speeds, no bull. It's time to saddle up to truly kickin' internet speed. Wabash Communications offers the most impressive plans around with speeds up to 1 gig, including unlimited data. Call us at 662-3636 now to lasso kickin' speed or visit us online at wabash.net. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Some restrictions may apply. Contact us for details.
Welcome back. I want to talk to you about what I do with my leftover turkey after I pick it off. I put it in a pot like this. And this is the leftover broth from the actual turkey cooking, along with the bones and the skin, anything that I didn't use in my casseroles today. And then I cook that down just a little bit. Can you see the richness of that broth? And I will strain that all off to where I have clear broth. That is excellent to use for making homemade noodles, turkey pot pie, seasoning in your green beans. Excellent. So be sure and do that whenever you cook your turkey. Our special friend David Short in North Carolina, Hickory, North Carolina, emailed me and said with his leftover turkey, he makes a turkey stuffing cranberry sauce mayo sandwich. So I'm going to get together with him and check that out and see how that really goes about, because I'd love to see that constructed. Also, I had a question about my pie bird. A couple of episodes ago we talked about apples, and I made an apple pie in a skillet that had a pie bird. And the question was, where did I get them? I believe you can probably purchase them at your local grocery store or a kitchen store. This particular one came from an antique store. It's a little taller, and you can see that the base is a little bit different. So check there and see. Maybe the hardware stores locally might have them as well. Today is National Homemade Bread Day, and I have made Neva Hillard from Sisney her dilly bread. Neva is a church friend. She sits in front of me on Sunday morning. She's an excellent cook and an excellent pie baker, and this is her recipe. A tip that I like to pass along on making homemade bread is don't stress about it. I've had a lot of people say, Linda, I just can't make homemade bread. One of the keys is the rising of the dough, and I use a heating pad. It's just a regular heating pad that you get at CVS or Walmart or somewhere, and on low. Keep it on low setting, and when you mix your dough up, just set it on there and it will raise evenly and probably half the time. Okay, I'm going to take this out. I like to make this bread in a clear round bowl because I just like the way it serves. Be sure and grease your bowl really good. This has got a little minced onion and some dill seed. Now this is a little bit heavier bread. It is yeast, but it's a little bit heavier, but I want you to see how pretty it is on the inside. Isn't that pretty? I buttered it with a little warm butter, and then I put some coarse ground salt on the top. The recipe calls to make this recipe in 2 bread loaf pans, but I like to make it in the round one because you can use this also as a bread bowl for like soup or dip. You can cut this out and take that inside out, and then you've got a little bowl that you can eat later. So that's really a good recipe. Thanks for sharing that with me, Neva. I love it. It's a very, very good bread. Very easy to make. We've got our casseroles out of the oven. Here is our hot turkey salad. You can see how it's kind of browned and crisped up there. Really smells great. And then this is our turkey broccoli wreath. I baked some tater tots to fill in the center. That makes it like a whole meal. You can serve some fruit with this and you've got a meal for your family. That concludes the show today. On behalf of my family and I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. And thank you for Wabash Communications coming into the kitchen and doing the show with me. So we'll see you again next time.